Today we tell the story of Calandra Stallworth. When missing person cases are reported, police first try to determine whether or not a person in question has just decided to abandon their life. Investigators ensure that the missing person isn't just on a vacation they didn't tell loved ones about, or that they may have walked away from their responsibilities wanting a fresh start somewhere else. The family of Calandra is sure that the mother of two will never leave her daughters behind and know that her case involves foul play. Calandra's grandmother said that the two made a habit of speaking on the phone almost daily. On March 27, 2017, Calandra took her daughters over to her grandmother's house next door before making her way to work at the Hilton Sandestin Beach Resort in Florida. That night, she called to check in and told her grandmother that she was returning to pick up her girls. She never showed up. Her family wasted no time in reporting Calandra missing, but she suspiciously appeared 2 days later. On March 29, she walked into a police department in Crestview to cancel her missing persons report on herself. Calandra told them that she had been in Alabama with her boyfriend and was unable to contact her family because her cell phone didn't have a signal. She reportedly left the police station without contacting anyone in her family. She never been seen or heard from again. Now, this mystery takes an even more puzzling turn. Less than a week after Calandra was last seen, police pulled over her vehicle after it was spotted leaving the Motel 6 in Destin, Florida. Behind the wheel was Antoine Smith, Calandra's boyfriend of 3 years. However, it wasn't Calandra by his side in the vehicle. It was another woman, an 18-year-old named Talia Durham. See, Talia was also reported missing by her family just days prior. Police canceled the report on Talia once they found her with Antoine, but why were the two in Calandra's car? And where was Calandra Stallworth? I know he's the reason why she is missing, Rebecca Stewart, Calandra's cousin, said. He was locked up right before all this happened. I think that her disappearance is definitely connected to Antoine. He was controlling, and you can tell that he was an abusive type of person. Police searched the vehicle and found Calandra's purse and cell phone were still inside. Antoine was arrested for driving without a license, cocaine possession, marijuana possession, and a probation violation. Antoine was later sentenced to 15 months in prison and was released in May of 2018. When asked where Calandra was, he said he last saw her when he dropped her off at a man's house. If you dropped her off at a man's house, why wouldn't she take her cell phone and her purse? That doesn't even make any sense whatsoever. We have not received anything to indicate this is a homicide, Public Information Officer Brian told Dateline. Police are investigating Calandra as a missing person and not as a victim of a crime. The last update that I saw on Calandra's case was in 2022. I did see that Antoine did 2 years in prison for the weapons and possession charge whenever he was found in Calandra's vehicle. He was arrested again in October of 2020 on suspicion of killing 2 men from Seattle after a drug deal in Alabama went bad. He was charged with capital murder and a fatal shooting that week. Antoine could face life imprisonment if found guilty. He was the last person seen with Calandra and remains the primary person of interest in her disappearance, but more evidence is needed to file charges. Police have attempted to speak to Antoine about Calandra's disappearance, but he has been very uncooperative. At the time of her disappearance, Calandra stood 5 feet 6 inches tall and weighed around 220 pounds. She has black/dark brown hair and brown eyes. She has a medical condition that requires her to take insulin. She was last seen wearing a purple scrub-type uniform. Anyone with any information about this case is urged to contact the Crestview Police Department at 850-682-3544 or 850-682-2055. Please share the story about Calandra Stallworth to reunite the investigation into her case. Her life matters. If you made it this far, thanks for watching. Until next time.